So in today's lecture, we'll discuss the dihybrid cross. So in the dihybrid, di means two. Mendel studied two characteristics of the pea plant, and those were shape of the seed and the color. Sorry for the spelling. Color. Round and yellow, wrinkled and green. So round shape, round and wrinkled are the shapes, and yellow and green are the colors. So he represented round and yellow by capital R, and capital Y, whereas wrinkled and green with small r, small y, small y. So remember RR, YY, RR again. We know that chromosomes always exist in pairs. So here R represents the round, Y represents the yellow, small r represents the wrinkled, and small y represents the green. So we can also call this as the parental generation, right? Parental generation. Now their gametes. Remember, we cannot use RR. Why? Because the gametes will be having both the traits, the trait of the shape and also of the color. That is why we use RY. Again, similarly here. Now, on cross-pollinating these, just like in the monohybrid cross, yeah, capital R, capital Y, small y. You can also say, you can also write capital R, capital Y, and small r, small y, but I'm just write both these together because these are the ones which represent the shape and these are the ones which represent the color. Similarly, with this and right. So this is our F1 generation. If we look back and see the monohybrid cross, even in the monohybrid cross, all the F1 generations had the same offsprings. So here also, if we talk about the phenotype, we can say that all these are round and yellow because all of them have a capital R and a capital Y. Capital R, as I already told you, capital represents the dominant trait. So since they have the dominant traits, the recessive traits do not show their character. So this is we can say that a phenotype, all are round and yellow. Whereas if we talk about the genotype, the genes which they carry are these, right? So this is our F1 generation and these are the offsprings. The offsprings at the F1 generation are all round and yellow. Now, if these are the parents, let's say if these are the parents and then they are self-pollinated, right? But before that, let's just quickly write down their gametes. Remember, now they will have 4 gametes, whereas in the monohybrid there were only 2. RY and R with this Y. Now this R with this Y and this R with this Y, right? Similarly here also, since the parents are the same, so RY, small r, capital Y, small r, small y, right? Now we move on to the Punnett square. Here the Punnett square will be slightly bigger because we need to write 4 of them. And RY, again RY, and RY, right? Right. So here we'll have RRYY, RRYY, R, and and Y, Y, capital R, small r, and capital Y, small y. Right? Similarly here also, capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, capital R, small r, and small y, R, capital, small, Y, Y, capital R, capital Y, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, capital Y, and small y. In the last one we have capital R, capital Y, small y, capital R, small y, capital R, small r, Y, Y, small r, small y, small y. Right? Now if we have to count these, remember, like in the monohybrid we have homozygous, round and yellow. Right? I'll just use a different color code for counting. So here, this is the one where we have round and yellow seeds. Remember, any one of them, whichever has a capital R and a capital Y, will all be round and yellow. So this is R1, round and yellow. Here also, although this is small, but we at least have one capital Y. So this is the second one. Capital R, capital Y, third one. Capital R, capital Y, 4. Again 5. This has both Y. So obviously this, although is round but is not yellow, it is green. So we will not count this for at least here. Round and yellow. 6. Round and again green. So we do not count this. Round and yellow. 7. Round and yellow. 8. Obviously not. Again no. 9. Round and yellow. No, no, and no. So if we say how many are round and yellow, we know they are 9. Right? Now coming back, let's take the next one. Since this is the one that is left here, let's say this is round but not yellow. This is round and green. So this is our one round and green. Let's look for the other round and green again here. This is round and green. Second round and green. This is not round. This is not round. This is round and green. Again round and green. Is this round and green? No. Is this round and green? No. So round and green, we just have 3. Right? Now coming back again, now we look for the next one, which is wrinkled and yellow. Right? Wrinkled and yellow 1, wrinkled and yellow 2. Yes, wrinkled and yellow 3. Right? Now wrinkled and yellow 3. Right? Now let's just quickly go through. Are we left with any one? Yes, this one. This is a different one. This is wrinkled and green. So wrinkled and green. That is only 1. So like we in the previous one, we had the ratio of 3:1. In the dihybrid, the ratio is 9:3:3:1. Right? So once again, quickly going through these, if we are left with any one of them, no, we have counted all of them. Now if we talk about the phenotype, Phenotypes are all three, all four. Round and yellow also are present in this generation. Round and green are present in this generation. Wrinkled and yellow, wrinkled and green. All these are the phenotypes of the F2 generation of the dihybrid cross. Whereas if we talk about the genotypes, we can say that we can list, or we can simply, instead of writing here separately, we can go back to our Punnett square and see that all these are the genotypes. Yeah, that is all for the dihybrid cross.